Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review and show you how to set up this Brita 18 cup extra large filtered water dispenser. So this is designed for like a refrigerator, model number 63692. So it comes with a standard water filter. This was in a bag, I took it out of the bag. We got to do some setup work to the filter. You can also buy this one with a long last. So if it comes with a long last filter, this you change every 6 months. So 2 months, 6 months. So the first thing, make sure this is kind of tall. It's right at 10, almost 10 and a quarter inches. Front to back, it's right at 11 and a half, but with the handles, it's a little longer, almost 12 and a half. And that sticks out the front with the spigot, almost 13. And then side to side, so right in the middle, it's about 4 and a half, almost 5. So it doesn't fit in my refrigerator. I've got a pretty standard refrigerator, not too old, and I've got the shelf moved down all the way to the bottom one, but it just doesn't fit. So you've got to make sure it fits. Okay, so we got to run some water. So here's I run my water through these filters, and it comes out the bottom. It says to run it for about 15 to 30 seconds. But then we've got to put it in, run some water through the machine or the container, and then dump it out. Okay, I just want to show you this. So it's very important to run water through here. You'll see some carbon dust coming out the bottom. So your water will turn. See, I've even got some particles in there. There's some really microscopic particles down in there. This thing's filled with carbon. Carbon has carbon dust on it. We got to rinse all that carbon dust off. So I run it underwater for maybe about 30 seconds. Maybe a little bit longer than they say. And again, you'll notice that you do get some really gray water that comes out of there. That's normal. So the unit's got like this little lid. It's got a hinge. It says the max fill line is right there. I like that. But then you can take this whole lid off. And then that's where the filter goes, right down in there. And then even this unit can come out. It says all of this is BPA free. And then here's what the dispenser looks like. Seems pretty well made. These are kind of like carrying handles because it can't get heavy with all that water in there. So I've rinsed the filter out. It's got these grooves in it. You're going to want to there is a groove on one side, and that's got a groove on one side. So put it in. It should go down in that groove. Otherwise, it's kind of sticking up. It's not doing its job. So make sure you find that groove and it's nice and flush. It should be nice and flush like that. It can be kind of tricky because I have had it kind of like stick like there, but you want to get it down and kind of whoosh it down there a little bit so it stays, forms a nice seal around there. Give it a little tug. It's not coming out. So the theory is you're going to put your water up here. It's going to filter. This will be your filtered water, and then you can dispense it. So again, if you want to do this in the refrigerator, if you want to lift that up, you're going to need even more room. So with the lid up, you're going to need almost 15 inches, 14 3/4. Okay, so we're still not done. I've got the filter installed. You're going to pour your water up here. And so I want to show you how it drains. So you're going to pour it up here. That gets pretty full. I can keep filling it to the max fill line. But it takes a while for the water. It's not a fast system. I'm going to time this. 3:52. I want you to see that it's not a fast system. This takes a while. And I got to throw that water away because I'm still not done flushing that filter. When you get a brand new filter, you've got to run this water through it like it's doing now. And then you're supposed to dispose of this water. You're supposed to do 1 to 3 fillings. They really don't tell you 1 to 3 fillings. So I run 2. I fill it up. I fill it up to about here with that brand new filter, and then I dispose of the water. Then it's ready to go. That's why these 6 months filters are maybe worth it because setting up these filters can be kind of tedious, and you got to throw the water away. So the 6 month filters might be the way to go. They're a little more expensive, but I think it might be worth it. Okay, so it's been about almost 5 minutes, You can see this is not a fast process. It does take a while, and it actually gets even slower. So the higher this water gets up in there, it's slower it goes through that filter. So the long last filter and the standard filter, they filter out the same particles: cadmium, copper, chlorine, and mercury. So you can see there's still quite a bit of water up here. It's still trying to filter down here. We're still trying to fill this up. It's been about 6 minutes. And so I continue to add more water up here. So I like Brita filters. They can be a little time consuming. I'm already at the 10-minute mark. It's not filtered. It's a little over halfway. I've still got a bunch of water up here. But I know from history it does slow down. So it's a little faster down here, but as the water goes up, it's a little slower to go through the filter. I'm just going to lift that up to show you that it just slows down so much. So we are still filtering water. It just slows down a lot. So again, it gets pretty, these are decent handles right here. That is very heavy. Very, very heavy to lift that up right now. Okay, so we're almost to the top. I've still got more water in here to filter, but it takes 15 minutes to get to the top here. I've timed it. And again, you're not supposed to use this first batch. After you change a filter, you're supposed to dump all that out now. Okay, I've got it on a box now. I want to show you how the spout works. Water comes out really fast. That is very nice. It cuts off. I like that. That works very good. And it's kind of spring-loaded, but it will stay all open. So if it was me, I'd probably take this over to the side of the sink and then just open the spigot and let the water go through it. That way you could just keep it open. You could set your filter up, and then you'd be ready to go to put this, and then fill it back up again, and then you'd be ready to go to put this in the refrigerator. So when you first get a filter, it can take about 20 to 25 minutes to set it up before you're ready to use it. It does come with this, I think it's a Klingon. Maybe you put it on the front of the filter, and it does have this little water droplet. So I'm thinking you put it on the month that you need to change. So put it on the month that you need to change. So yeah, this is not a sticker. It's more like a Klingon. Comes on and off relatively easy. Yeah, you just peel it on and off. But that works pretty good, I think. So once it's set up and ready to go, I think it works very well. It's just setup can be kind of tricky. It is a little tall. I do wish it was just a little bit shorter. It's got a nice Brita logo on it. It seems very well made. I mean, if you drop it, it is plastic. So it could crack easily. I see that. It's not super thick plastic, but everything seems decently well made. So thanks everybody for watching.